Good morning and welcome to your favorite family show right here on Multi-TV Senior Freak, Spirit of Africa. Call me Mauvie, and week in, week out, we are supported by Geisha Soap. Many thanks to you guys. We want to really, appreciate you and acknowledge you because you're doing wonders here. Without you, there's no way we can reach, the millions in Africa. So thank you. Also, many thanks to Elite Hair Studios for my lovely hair. She's right opposite the Texpo Market on the Spintex Road. You can't miss her. And trust me, ladies, there's nothing like great customer service. If you don't, if you don't know Eno, then you definitely haven't experienced it in your life. She makes you feel like a queen that you are. So many thanks to Elite Hair Studios. Now today, I am garbed by the gorgeous Demographics apparel. Thank you so much for my lovely t-shirt. You can see the inscription. Yeah, I'll tell you about it a little bit later. But if you just woke up, then you have joined the right station. Trust me, we're going to make you have a lot of fun and start your Saturday on a very good note. We are definitely bringing you Fashion Buzz. That's where, ladies, we get tips on style and how to look good and feel good and be healthy and all of that. Also, Inspired by Women is where we bring you motivational quotes from great women from across the globe. And you need that to, put an oomph in your day. So make sure you are getting in touch with your motivational skills as well. So you can, make sure somebody else in your life is getting inspired. All right. Health Zone is where we have exercises. So I bring you exercises to keep your bodies fit, and health professionals to tell us about some illnesses that we don't really know about, some illnesses that we're not aware of. So we basically bring you this so that we don't try to scare you. We only make sure that you know about it so that when you do come across it, you know how to deal with it, you know how to prevent it or cure yourselves. Many thanks to my team. It brings tears to my eyes when I think about these guys because they do wonders on a weekly basis. Many thanks to the producer, cameraman, lights, sound, all of you guys. Without you, home affairs would definitely sink. If you don't know what we're discussing today, we're talking about 21st century parenting and its challenges. There's so many challenges. Some people who don't have kids, especially people who don't have kids, don't really understand how it feels like to raise a child in this century. Back in the day, it was a little bit easier, I think. What do you guys think?
Well, if you ask our forefathers, I don't think they'll tell you it was easier.
Right. Okay, let me ask you. How did your mother cope with raising you as an individual?
For example, I grew up with an extended family, which is, almost non-existent these days, which is also one of the challenges that parents face in this century. Right. I grew up with my grandparents. I had two aunties around and my mom, So every time I had these four women around me who disciplined me, taught me, what to do. And I had the closeness of family. Aww. So I had a very, very happy childhood.
You're blessed.
Which unfortunately these days, most kids don't get to have.
Right.
So I had a pretty good, but I don't
what
think.
What kind of a child were you though? Were you a naughty one? Were you very obedient? Were you quiet? I'm sure your classmates and everybody's watching. If she lies, call us when we open the phone lines.
Actually, I was very adventurous.
Right.
Extremely adventurous and curious.
Right.
I've always been curious. I still am very curious. Sometimes it gets me into trouble.
Oh, gosh.
I was very curious and adventurous and a little bit naughty, but I think most kids are naughty. You're entitled to be naughty sometimes.
So I hope when your kids do it to you, don't complain. Don't complain. But Kwaku, tell me something. I don't know how you feel about this. Obviously, we're in the 21st century. The electronics, the technology, and everybody's so matured. Even at age 7, a child can open his or her mouth and say something that will, blow you away. What do you think about kids owning phones? Like, at what age should a child own a phone?
Mauvie, thank you so much. You see, I'm getting scared because now these children know more than we do. What they see, where they go, how they interpret it. Mommy will not be there, daddy will not be there.
Yeah.
All right. And it has become some kind of a cliche and a societal sort of acceptance that why won't you give your daughter or your son a phone so that you can reach? them wherever they are,
right,
as a way of protecting them. But we rather open them up. All right, we rather open them. Here we have this gadget can expose you to the world.
Yeah,
within a thinking of a second.
All you have to do is just type in what you want
searching.
And
then that anxiety, that curiosity of me wanting to know what is there becomes big.
Yeah.
Parents are really, really locked up. We are really, really locked up because we cannot control 24/7 of our children when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
They need to have their freedom. Now they're also talking about, I want to be independent. Independent here means that give me the phone, let me also access it, let me also talk to my friends and all that. Let me have fun. If you don't, they'll tag you as not being a good father, a good mother. If you do give them, they're excited.
Right.
And they start exploring. They start making friends.
They become an Angela.
Exactly. You see, so the door,
sorry.
Mauvie, the door that used to be closed, where we can talk and share what mommy, daddy had got. Now the door has been opened.
Right.
Where the control is limited.
But wouldn't you say that every individual needs a little bit of adventure? I mean, Angela, would you agree or disagree?
No, of course. I think, you know, we all do need a little bit of adventure in our lives, but not too much. You know, it should be controlled.
Right.
You know, like he's saying, I mean, you can give your kids free rein to explore,
right,
but you need to have control of it.
Right.
It's
so
not
basically keep tabs on them.
Yeah, keep tabs on them. And these days, most parents are busy. Most mothers are now career women trying to make, you know, provide for their family.
Yes.
So the time to put the control on the kids is not there. It's probably a nanny who's taking care of the kids most of the time, and she doesn't really care because it's not her child.
Is that the case for you?
Well,
you have nannies?
With me at the moment, I don't live with my kids even at the moment as of now. You know, I see them, you know, from time to time.
Okay, are they in the country?
Yeah, they are in the country. They live with their father. We're divorced. We've been divorced for a couple of years now.
Right.
You know, very amicably. But so I don't even have total control
of your
the
kids.
whole time. The only time is when they're with me. When they're not with me, most of the time I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But I expect their father to, you know, take care of them and protect them.
Right.
So it's a bit difficult these days.
Right.
You know, you should give them, you know, let them explore, but try and control it.
But before we go, our final words from our awesome panelists. I hope you guys come back again because I've had such a good time.
Mauvie, what I would say is that God has given us a power, the power to actually mold, to grow, to inspire. So the responsibility on us is also. We should be able to move towards their turf.
Yeah.
They have a certain environment. They appreciate that environment. Trying to raise your voice, trying to not appreciating them and doing things that they don't like, it kills. We want all our children to get to the top. Nobody would like to see the child down.
Right.
So open your eyes, study more, be abreast with the environment, with the technology. And if it's not too good, don't push it. If it's good, plus it.
Right, I like that. Angela, what about you?
Okay, what I would say is have time for your children. You know, it's very, very important. No matter how busy you are or your schedule is, try and have a few minutes with your child and talk to them. You know, have a communication with your child, and that would help, you know, you to parent your child well.
But before I do go, I just want to say that, you know, when it comes to parenting, make sure that you are keeping your families together because sticks together are unbreakable. Call me Mauvie. See you next time.